Oh, welcome back to episode 6 of Pokemon Sword. In this episode, I think we fight, yeah, we do fight Clara. Okay. And then, oh my
This is one huge battlefield.
I would like to point out we only have one gym badge.
Right. And I would like to point out what the practicality of this. I don't think even a Pokemon would be able to hear us unless they scream from the top of our lungs.
So do you know about this Pokemon called Wailord, David?
Fair enough.
Okay, good.
Even though Wailord had been like, it's been a meme how weird.
I said no! I said no! Why are they forcing me to the battle anyway?
Because it was bound to happen.
It's actually a lie. I edited that to look sneaky.
How did he get there?
So in reality, if you say no, she just lets you walk off. But I'm thinking back, if this was the DS era, even if you said no, they would have forced you into the fight anyways. Let's be real.
So you just edit?
Yeah, you sneaky editing, okay?
That's pretty cool. Pokemon Trainer Clara.
And this character is the reason I picked Sword, okay? Because the other food sucks.
I picked Sword because of D.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Although I like Zacian way more than Magenta.
Absolutely. I agree with you completely on that one. Okay.
Kadabra. Too bad in this playthrough is only ever gonna be Kadabra.
Look at how many levels we already best her by.
This is unfair.
Yeah. I want to point out you could technically do all of this, the entire Isle of Armor. Yeah. Without ever getting the first badge.
Right.
So, so by the time you go fight Milo, you're like 20 levels above him.
And you're already Dynamaxing.
Which, to be fair, you know, I like the freedom there. But I know for a fact that if this was the DS era, we would only unlock this place after beating the main campaign. So I'm kind of twisted on this one. Because in a way, by getting the DLC, you remove the Final Corridor 13, you know, accusations. But at the same time, you also break the balance of the game. So, I don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah.
I mean, what are your thoughts on this game being the first Pokemon game to really utilize DLC?
Well, I mean, I feel like it was bound to happen. I always had this feeling when Pokemon came to the Switch, it was gonna get DLC as well. I kind of always knew it. And for our first attempt, well, I feel like the Isle of Armor and Frontendra, do you feel like both games should have been in the base game? For first attempt DLC, I just kind of like it. One thing I do, I kind of am mixed on, is how in the Isle of the Crown Tundra, actually, this is called by it too. In the base game, you only get your legendaries from this generation. But when you get the DLC, you start to unlock every other legendary Pokemon. Something I'm really mixed on. People complain about that, but in the ORAS, I absolutely loved how you can just get so many legendaries.
But here's the difference: in ORAS, you didn't have to pay for that shit. You just bought the game once.
I'm aware. I am just saying that I prefer to have multiple legendaries in one game.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Still unlock both games.
I agree with you, but I don't want to pay for a feature that existed with the cartridge in 2000s and early 2010s. That doesn't make sense to me.
That's
okay,
true.
The only reason I got this DLC is because I actually liked the game. Okay? Like, there's nothing else. Like, I like this game. I wish there was more of it. I saw, okay, DLC, let's get it. But the more I play this game, I realized, man, this really should have just been in the game. There's no reason for this. Okay, at least they're not as bad as Call of Duty, where they have subscription DLC, like Black Ops 6. Have you played Black Ops 6?
Not yet, but I'm aware about that.
Yeah, subscription DLC to change the freaking sound effect sliders. What kind of dog shit is that?
See, that part is annoying. When it comes to subscription services like that, It's only better when they add a bonus, but not when along with subscribing you get a small bonus, but not something that should have been in the game entirely, such as that.
That is
Like,
literal pay to win. I stand by that.
what I said, or
Well,
lack of fixture?
Both. Well, what you said is fine. Although it is technically still pay to win, it's just not as egregious. But what Black Ops 6 did is pay to win bullshit.
Well, when my bonus, I mean like a cool cosmetic thing. That's what I mean.
Okay, so in other words, instead of having Gehavern like you do in the Rebirth 2 DLC, which is just the ultimate weapon at the start of the game, you'd rather we have like Cloud's Advent Children outfit as DLC. Okay, I get that.
Yeah. Okay, so what then my question is this: what would you do with Pokemon DLC?
What would I do with Pokemon DLC? I'm dead serious.
Yeah,
I would just add other regions.
You know what? I agree. That should have been that would be reasonable DLC. Yeah, you put in a new story, but also give us another region. I legit thought we were gonna be doing that, but then we know Paldea is literally right next to Kalos.
Not Paldea, you mean Galar.
No, I mean Paldea. It's Scarlet and Violet DLC.
Oh, right.
The Master's crew has way a cold of stone. 6 months alone to torment chill my bone. To cross this path, oh I do not inside. I do well now to listen within stay of life. For in the fight I kill itself the show tonight, I will repent my bet along by zero and fall to still. Now I just complete, I should be invisible, not be the cloud sense of a monument so close, so clear to all my sin, my failures, and my fear.
Do you even know what I'm writing?
Kind of.
What am I? What has Shield have been saying so far?
Kind of like some sort of passage, like I'm gonna say it. She sounds like a tuning.
That's not what I was going for, but okay.
Like, I don't know, I've been being called that a lot lately, so...
Well, what, you have 8th grade disease? Okay.
Okay, but anyways, as I was saying, I legit thought that for Scarlet and Violet we were gonna go to Kalos, considering how close Paldea and Kalos are.
Don't forget that when Sword and Shield came out, people actually referenced real-life geographical maps and found out that realistically you could take a train to Kalos and be totally fine. Okay, and I could have done that as post-game. But no.
And again, that's how they also found out, but also how they use with Paldea and Cal, because like, literally, Spain and France, they're actually pretty close.
Yeah. And then for other DLC, probably I would add character outfits. It's like, oh, you want to wear Red's outfit? You want to wear Green's outfit? You want to wear Blue's outfit?
Oh, without a doubt, that would be awesome.
Okay, like if I was to do DLC, I would literally just say, okay, here's the other region from a different game. We just now, and realistically, the only regions I really would want, mind you, would be. Well, given this is the UK, effectively, I would totally love a Unova DLC. It's like, oh, we go to Unova, we're the Brit invading the Americans, and we're gonna defeat all their gym leaders. Okay, post-war revisionism, let's go!
We kind of got something similar in Violet and Scarlet and Violet, but not entirely, because Blueberry Academy is said to be a school that was founded in Unova.
Yeah. I should know. I still haven't played the Scarlet and Violet DLC.
I know, but I can't remember if Blueberry Academy was founded in Unova and then moved to the ocean, or if it's in Unovan waters.
I'm gonna say something about this Kung Fu here. This Kung Fu is gonna be the most mistreated Pokemon of all time. I'm gonna box this motherfucker. Then, as soon as I need him, I'm gonna grind him up absurdly high, use him in one fight, effectively, and then box him again. It's like...
saying something, because Urshifu is broken.
I don't care, it's not Gen 1. Yeah, if it isn't obvious, my entire team is Gen 1 team.
I had a feeling there was something that was irking me.
Miguel, wake up! It's not 1996 anymore. There's other Pokemon. Miguel!
honestly, that's kind of how I just feel in Gen 4. Like, I don't know. People make a disagree with me about this, but like,
Oh yeah, the best generation. Look at that Pokemon team right
no,
there.
no, 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 not. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, I feel like it's better to have a team of Pokemon from mixed generation, not just one generation entirely. Except for Black and White, I don't really like that whole almost entirely new Pokemon.
It is only new Pokemon. What do you mean almost?
That's what I just
You
said.
said almost entirely.
Well, up until the post games, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay.
I know people complain about that, but I love that.
Okay, you gotta remember about the timing, okay? Heart Gold Soul Silver just came out. You could get Pokemon from all 4 regions in the main story using the Safari Zone or through trading. It was perfectly viable. It was good to go. And then we go to Black and White, where we no longer can walk with our Pokemon. The run button is no longer a toggleable feature in the menu. You have to hold B again.
Wait, there was a thing before?
In Gen 4, that was an actual thing. You could toggle that shit in the menu.
I don't remember. I've always held B.
Oh my god, Dave. Do you not check your settings? Okay, whatever.
Not really.
Okay.
Only way we're doing settings, fast text, leave. That's it.
And that's the only thing you really have to do for most of these games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, Hop, what are you doing? Look at your level. Why'd you challenge me?
Not like you knew you were over leveled. You didn't know you were in the Isle of Armory?
You're not wrong. But at the same time, the imagery is like, this character really just said, fuck all this shit about the challenge. Let me just go train with this hermit in an island for a few hours. And then come back like nothing's happened. You see, this is why I like Majora's Mask and Lightning Returns. If we were in those games, off-screen, these characters would have already gone farther in the story. Because in those games, characters have set schedules and all that, which is actually a really cool thing. It really is a shame that more games don't try to do it, but with how much processing power modern games require, I understand why they don't. That would lag like awful.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, we both got the grass badge, but how come you're so much stronger? I don't know, Hop. Maybe because I trained. Okay? You ever thought of that? Running the grass for a few hours. Okay? And stop worrying about how you throw a Pokeball. Okay? Giovanni was the 8th gym leader, and that motherfucker just dropped the balls. What?
No, something else.
Okay.
Anyways.
Yep. That happened. I mean...
Yeah. I still stand by Hop is a good rival.
See, this is what I mean. Look at this final Corridor 13 level design. We're just walking straight. In a straight line, effectively.
That's true. At least in the other games, well, you technically did walk straight like do it. You were able, it was more open.
Like, here's the thing though. Like, I forgive Gen 1, 2, and 3, because that was on some weak-ass hardware, okay? That made sense. But this is the Nintendo Switch, okay?
Yeah, and look at like in Gen 4 and Gen 4, 5, and 6, you were able to explore the route, even the forest. The forest of this game is also a straight line.
Yeah, that's the issue. Okay, this is why I said this is why I kept mentioning the Final Fantasy 13 allegations, because if you were on social media at the time, people kept comparing the two games. And also the joke is that this game technically tarnished Pokemon's reputation. I would argue that Scarlet and Violet tarnished the fucking reputation. But let's just say that this game,
we both agree about that.
This game did technically lead to people leaving the series. Okay, there's all these people on YouTube.com, for example, who's like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna get this shit. This looks like ass. Because the thing is, right? A launch title for this system, Breath of the Wild, looks better. Okay? And don't get me wrong, Zelda has a huge budget. Okay, that's Tezuka's baby. That's Miyamoto's baby. That's that's Koji Kondo's baby. Okay, that's the head guys.
It was also Satoru's baby.
That's also true.
Before he passed away.
Right. Yeah, rest in peace. But then you get to this game and we're like, guys, this shit could probably run on Wii. if you bumped the game down to 30 FPS, you could probably put it on GameCube. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, have you seen Mario Most?
I feel like someone already did that.
Look, once this game gets decompiled, and it will get decompiled, I promise you, this game could run on GameCube at 30 FPS.
I'm sure it will, considering the leaks, like, the leaks are already released source codes of some other games.
Well, wait, if we have the source code, then we no longer need emulators. Just decompile that shit. People who make Pokemon, just decompile that shit. What are you doing?
Yeah, the other people are gonna do.
Yeah, of course. Best idea ever. I'm still waiting on the 06 decompile. Okay, I still am. Because...
Wait, there hasn't been a thing? There was Project 06.
Project 06 is a remake. Okay, it's a literal remake. Some guy fucking remade the game.
Just from scratch?
Well, he took the textures from the game and then used AI to upscale them.
Yeah, that's what I mean though. Like, how are they able to do that without the source code?
He programmed the engine himself. He programmed the game. He remade... Yeah, no, not the assets. The assets he just got from the files. Those assets are in the game. But the source code isn't in the game. So he made his own code. Which is why the game, even though it's unoptimized as hell, actually is really polished. Doesn't really have a lot of bugs. It doesn't control anything like 06. Because the thing is, when I played P06, if you actually watch that video of mine, I wasn't a fan, like, honestly. But that's the case of me play 06 all of these years. So as soon as they change that control scheme, it feels off to me. Now, I know that to the layman who didn't like the 06 control scheme, and there's a lot of people who don't like it, and I totally understand why. Okay, that thing is unruly to the inexperienced. It's gonna feel good, okay, because it controls closer to Adventure 1, but with more weight. You never played Adventure 1, did you?
No, I haven't.
God damn. Okay, which 3D Sonic games from the 2000s have you played?
Unleashed, Night of the Wind.
You mean Black Knight?
Yeah, sorry. I keep saying that. So Black Knight, Unleashed, Sonic Heroes.
Okay, you did play Heroes. Okay.
I told you that.
Right, you actually played one of the good games. Okay, Heroes is awesome.
I played 3 of the good games.
True. They actually are all 3 of those are actually really good.
And that's it. I haven't played after that. Didn't play any other Sonic games until Frontiers.
Let's put it this way. Let's say I'm a huge fan of Black Knight. Okay, I do like the game Black Knight, but I think that compared to like Unleashed, it doesn't really have that same enjoyment factor. It's still a good game. I still recommend it, but it's not as easy to get into. So if they announced a Black Knight remake, and it controlled like an adventure game, but you could use a sword with the R trigger, with the R button. It's like
that. I see what you mean.
Now you get it. For the average person who didn't get into Black Knight, that's awesome. But to the people who like Black Knight and like the on-rails style gameplay, that's a bother to them.
And the sword swinging.
Yeah, that's the bother to them. People like me who like 06, it's going to bother the hell out of me. But I understand that a lot of people don't like 06, so to them it's probably going to be good. I will say this though, if they do an 06 remake, I hope to God they succeed. I really do. Because that would be the biggest comeback in Sega history. Okay? Taking their biggest, critically bashed game, okay? A game that was hated by the critics, like nothing else. Even though I'm not gonna lie, if 06 came out today, people will be defending it a lot harder. I'm just saying it right now. Okay?
Okay.
And making it something that is polished, that is well received, that is critically received, and that is received well by the fans. That would be a great comeback. Now remember, I learned this a long time ago. Not every product is made for everybody, okay? Like, that product would not be made for me. I probably would likely, unless they make it significantly better to 06, which, good fucking luck with that one, okay? These guys have proven that they have what it takes to make an S-tier game. They just haven't put it together yet.
Yeah.
Okay? But if they can do it, I'll be very happy. That's gonna be hard, okay? They haven't really been... How should I put it? The main, like, let's say the music team has not been hitting it unless their name is Kellen Quinn. Okay, and to move on to a different topic, I want to talk about something a bit different here, okay? And that is Kingdom Hearts 4, okay? Well, you see, do you remember the Yozora fight? How freaking brutal that was in Kingdom Hearts 3?
Yep.
You beat him, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Do you know who Yozora is? Like, in reference to which Final Fantasy character he's based off?
No.
He's supposed to be Noctis from Final Fantasy 15. And
Really?
yeah, which is why if you look at the scene after that fight, you know, the one where Yozora wakes up in the car, that's actually from the Final Fantasy Versus 13 trailer from back in 2008. Because, like, for some reason, these guys at Square Enix thought it would be a great idea in 2006 or something to announce Final Fantasy 15. Like, oh shit, y'all are getting ahead of yourself. You still have to make 13, 13-2, Lightning Returns, 14. I was like, okay, guys. Okay. So, jokes aside about Square Enix revealing things way too early, did you know it's been over 700 days since they announced Kingdom Hearts 4? And we still don't have any news about that shit.
I mean, you know how long it's been since the Elder Scrolls 6?
I actually don't. How long has it been?
It's been years. Like, it was announced back in E3, I think 2016.
Oh, I remember. I saw the actual reaction. How they just saw the words Elder Scrolls 6. And then it was just a bunch of people cheering like crazy. And I'm thinking to myself, guys, they haven't even shown you shit. They just showed you some letters and a freaking fantasy background.
Okay, it was actually 2018.
Either way, it was... God damn!
Yeah. And we got nothing about it.
Yeah. If it isn't very obvious, I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy.
I'm aware. Also, did we just go through the entire thing without mentioning at all about Nessa, one of the best characters in this game?
I honestly don't care about Rudina. She's fine.
About what?
Rudina. Oh, shit, right. Nessa, English name.
Is that her Japanese name, Rudina?
No, Rudina. Like Rurina.
Rudina.
Yeah.
Okay, also, what is this outfit for Rose?
He's trying to blend in, dog.
He looks awful!
Ain't no one gonna suspect that it's him, though.
Well, they will when they see the assistant.
Well, maybe it could be a cosplayer. Which, let's just say the only reason I say that is because that's actually what happens in Neptunia 1, but you'll see what I mean later. Like, who is that girl that I have with them? Is that the goddess? No, she's a cosplayer. Come on. Yeah. Okay, I still stand by it. If they do remake 06, don't try to do the cartoony human shit. I was never a fan of that. Okay, do what they were trying to do back in 06, and do what Final Fantasy is currently doing. Make stylized, realistic anime style character designs. Like, if you look at like the Final Fantasy VII remake, so pretty much the art style of Final Fantasy from Final Fantasy 13 all the way to now. Okay, that is how you should do human characters in Sonic, and I stand by that. Because remember, jokes aside, it is pretty much confirmed that when they were making 06, the idea of like the realistic areas was inspired by Final Fantasy. This is a fact.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, so like stylized. Now, one thing that they could do, because considering they did it in both Frontiers and Shadow Gens, they could make Soliana an open zone. Like, I'm thinking about how I would do it, but things like, I don't trust these guys, man. Like, I really don't. So, talking about taking what I consider to be the pinnacle of all video games and trying to make it better, that's gonna be a difficult challenge.
Oh, Wimpod!
Oh. Yeah.
I really like Wimpod. He's one of the best Pokemon in Gen 7.
Good. I really wish I could remember Gen 7, honestly. Like, I remember the character designs, I remember the base names, and, like, the events, but I don't remember my playthrough of that game at all. All I remember was my DS dying during the Elite Four, right before I took a test in Japanese at Pitzer College. That's the only thing about that playthrough I remember. And it's because I was pissed the fuck off that my DS died. Anyways, once again, Bede gets absolutely dominated here. Okay, violated, so degraded. The show didn't even begin. Okay? This will make anyone watching this fight, from the onlooker's perspective, feel ultra numb. Please tell me you get that reference.
Using actual babies.
Yes.
I feel like at this point it should have evolved.
No, it's 23, I think. Like, genuinely, I think it's 23.
Let's look that up.
Yeah, look it up. Because I remember when I did the Pokemon Black 2 Nuzlocke, let's just say I'm never doing that shit again, because that shit takes too long. I try to use one, and it's so slow. That's the biggest issue with Gothita. And its Evos.
Gothita evolved at level 32.
Oh, I was way the fuck off. I was way off.
You were.
Anyways.
Everything but the Colossus.
Have I taken any damage?
Colossus evolved level 32.
I don't think I've taken damage.
No, you have not.
Congratulations, Bede. You did nothing.
At 10 at level 32.
Bede, your team sucks!
Okay, I'm curious. What about Ponyta?
Like, part of what made the mean rivals good in the other games is that their teams were fucking competent. Okay? Green had a fucking Executor, he had an Alakazam, he had a Gyarados, he had an Arcanine. Like, holy shit, he had the Aces team lineup. What about...
Wow, Ponyta evolved level 40.
Okay. Silver also had an Aces lineup. He had the Weavile in the remake, Sneasel in the original. He had Gengar, he had Crobat, he had Alakazam. Okay, even Silver, whose team is not as well made as Green's, I'll admit, still had Aces on his team. That's another issue with Bede, okay? He may be the jerk rival, but it's not just that they're a jerk rival, it's that the rival's actually good at the game. Was the idea behind it. Okay, they're supposed to be our equal or our superior, but if Bede himself is not making the effort to make a competent team, then it's not gonna work. Like, emotionally. Okay, even logistically it doesn't work.
Alright. Anyways, Team Yellow's here again.
Because the thing is, like, I know for a fact that some of this might actually be bothersome to you, because I think you really like the cast of this game.
I do.
Yeah.
I very much do.
Here's the thing, though. I actually do like a large chunk of the cast of this game, okay? I like Leon, okay? I like Marnie. I like Sonia. Actually, I may not like this cast at all, now that I think about this. I like our player character, even though the player character doesn't have any character whatsoever. Clara's cool. Do you want to count gym leaders or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I like Rudina. I like Bea. Or B. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I heard I heard in the French, her name is Bae. Word? Like, yeah! Yeah. It's one language. I think it's French. I like Raihan. He's cool. That's about it.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I only really like 8 characters. Which, to be fair, is more than I can say for Scarlet and Violet, where I don't like any of these motherfuckers.
I still don't understand how you can't like... How you can't like them at all. I don't get it.
Like, anybody in that game. I'm like, just let me do the fucking gym challenge. Please, leave me the fuck alone, Nemo.
Ramona's awesome. Arvin is awesome. He is awesome.
To you.
To other people, to a lot of people.
Yes. Okay. Moving on. I think part of why I like this game is that it actually is, mechanically, it's a good game. That's what bothers me. Like, the gameplay itself is actually really good. It may suffer from Final Corridor 13 issues, but other than that, it's actually a really good game. I want to point out we've still only gone in a straight line.
I'm aware.
Yeah. But the actual, like, battle mechanics, everything is fine. The music actually loads properly. There aren't graphical issues. Shit, this game's actually good. It's polished. But, I don't know. Like, jokes aside.
I don't know how you can say about polish. It's clear you don't. It doesn't matter if the game is polished or not to determine if it's good.
No, here's the difference. A polish is subjective here. Because, like, polish itself is subjective. It's an objective term. Is polish a thing? Yes or no? Is the game polished? Yes. But even if your game is polished, polish doesn't make your game good or bad. It just amplifies something. Okay? Like 06, for example, has this like freedom level design, okay? Yeah, you get the occasional straight line like Silver's Dusty Desert. But the lack of polish lets you be more free in how you tackle the levels. As a matter of fact, when we do the 06 playthrough, I'm going to be taking advantage of the lack of polish to show just how many ways you can traverse through the levels. And this lack of polish is actually the same theory behind Adventure 1 and why Adventure 1's so fun. Because of the lack of polish and the fact that you could pretty much spam the spin dash with no issues whatsoever in Adventure 1, the movement is so free-flowing that is that freedom, okay? Since Sonic 1, and even in the comics to this day, what is Sonic's philosophy? It's that I want you to be free. That is his main MO. True or false?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like when you have a super polished game like Shadow Gens, you kind of lose that freedom aspect. Now, thankfully, speedrunners have figured out all this movement tech to break free from the shackles of the game. But that kind of movement tech was built into the identity of like Frontiers. The freedom you have in Frontiers is something that genuinely, because the thing about Frontiers, that game is not polished, okay? Frontiers, when you really analyze it, is a cut corners project. Okay? At the main sections of the game, at the height of the game, it's awesome. But that game is not a polished game. There's a lot of things that would be inexcusable in that game from other major AAA releases. The only reason Sonic gets a pass is because Sonic, since 1993, if we're being honest, has been unpolished. 3 and Knuckles had hella bugs. Adventure 1, to this day, still has more bugs than any other Sonic game. Adventure 2 suffers from collision issues, especially if you're not playing on the Dreamcast. Heroes has some of the slipperiest mechanics of all time. Shadow the Hedgehog, oddly enough, is the most polished game, but the problem is people didn't like the mission design, okay? And to be fair, some of those missions are mad dickish if you don't know where you're looking for, okay? I'm not gonna lie. I think Shadow is an S-tier game, but the problem is I only think it's S-tier because I'm good at the game. If I'm not good at Shadow, I don't think it's actually that great of a game. 06 is...
Yeah, here he is.
The best start. Anyways, yeah. Anyways. Look, you like Tortilla, okay, we're gonna agree to disagree. Anyways, so we have like 06, which is not a polished game, but this lack of polish in 06, I think, actually makes the game better when you actually understand the mechanics of the game. If you are the fucking normie crowd, you know, they just pick video game because, oh, people said game is good, let's buy mentality, and you don't have that patience to learn the game, you know, because this is the truth. It's like if games frustrate the player nowadays, even a little bit, they drop it. Like, it is actually crazy how many people nowadays will pick up a game, not understand 1 or 2 basic mechanics, and they completely give up the game. I see it with the Sonic Heroes streamers, first time playing, they you know, freaking don't like it, they quit the game. I see it with Fairy Fencer players, that menu is confusing as fuck, so they leave the game and drop it. It's something else. It's like, this is the problem with like my favorite games of all times list. Like, outside of Soul Silver, I really can't recommend it to anybody because
not even Minecraft.
I can't. No, I've seen what happens if you give someone who has never watched a Minecraft video Minecraft is big because YouTube. Like, I'm gonna stand by that. YouTube is why Minecraft is so well put together.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, if you give Minecraft to a person who's never heard of it, because believe it or not, when I was in Mexico, I met people who've never heard of the fucking game before. They had no clue what they were doing. They gave up. They just said, nah, this isn't for me, and they left. Now, obviously, there are exceptions where, like, Puro Pito, that guy, his entire shtick was he did a completely 100% blind playthrough of Minecraft. He didn't look up anything. He didn't know what anything was.
How do you 100% Minecraft?
Technically, it's all achievements. That's what the 100% is. Yeah, he didn't look anything up. He just did it all completely blind. It was pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you know, it can happen, but for the most part, Minecraft's a game you play because you like it. Oh, the audio's gone because this is a copyrighted theme.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
Then how did you... Wait, YouTube did it by itself?
YouTube does it by itself, yeah.
That's oddly annoying to me, how you can just make changes to your videos for that stuff. That's annoying.
I guess. But to be fair, they don't want to violate copyright law. You know who Nintendo is? Those guys are crazy. True or false?
No.
Yeah, I don't like it either, but, you know, it is what it is, okay? YouTube removes the song, YouTube removes the song, nothing I can really do.
Did you even get an email thing?
No.
Or did they just do it?
They just do it.
That's what makes them more like, if they email it to us, then at least it's somewhat understandable. No, they just try to sneak it.
I mean, don't forget that my Sisters vs. Sisters live stream, my live stream, has the entire intro cut out. Okay, they didn't even leave the footage in there.
How can they even do that?
Well, YouTube is run on a master version. The master version can do whatever it wants. Because what YouTube is, realistically, it's just a database. It's just a massive database that people put stuff on.
Yeah, that's correct. Just beat Kadabra.
Shut up. Don't answer that. Wait, did that really just happen? I don't remember doing this.
No, that's what happened. If Scraggy does beat Kadabra with a headbutt.
I know. Wait, I thought I was over leveled.
They caught up.
Damn. I got violated with that.
Is Kadabra gonna be one of your Pokemon that you change because you can't evolve? Oh, it's back.
I will say that Kadabra lasts most of the playthrough, but he's not in every episode. Okay, there will come a point where I'm not using the damn Kadabra, okay? But that's not gonna be for a while. Okay, that Kadabra stays with me for a large chunk of this playthrough. So the reason I chose this team is because I was playing Pokemon Green at the same time, and this is actually the team I beat the game with.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Mega Punch!
Which is not really a good move, honestly.
Oh yeah, 80 power, 85 accuracy. I think strength is better than that.
It doesn't even have a secondary effect.
No, it's just a really strong punch.
Like, Mega Punch is a move that's a remnant of Gen 1. When Gen 1 didn't understand game balance. Okay? Because you gotta remember, when Gen 1 came out, nobody knew that Pokemon was gonna succeed.
Yeah, I'm aware. I especially knew how broken Psychic was.
Yeah, ain't nobody know that was gonna happen. But that's besides the
heck?
What? They're healing. Yeah, it's healing. Did you not read what the characters are saying? He's like, let's get to bed and rest up for the next day.
No, I didn't.
See? The next morning.
What? Yeah, but hey, I'm just saying, it just came to surprise. I'm not complaining.
Exactly. Exactly. I should note that with every Pokemon series I've ever done, with the exception of Violet, because I honestly could not be bothered to do it, I have made up some, like, fucking whack fanfic version of the characters.
I mean, I feel like we did that together with the Elite Four and Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah, but I mean, I would actually edit the videos or have commentary directed at that. Where,
they made done that here with the dialogue that she gives.
yeah.
Wait, you just skipped to the challenge.
Fuck the challenge. It was so boring.
Why? Because you just catch Pokemon?
Yes. Yes. What? You got a problem with that?
No.
Okay.
You showed the freaking Wooloo puzzle. You showed the water puzzle, but not this.
I think this is the only puzzle I skipped to. I think I do every other puzzle on camera. Just this one. Also, I would like to point out how we go multiple episodes without doing anything regarding the plot, and then this episode shows up and we do 2 gyms.
Yeah.
Yep.
Makes sense. Like it's like the anime. You know how long it takes to travel from city to city?
Forever. And then we get to the city and we do shit quickly. You know which ones get me? The Electric Tail of Pikachu, where Ash gets like 7 badges in 1 manga volume.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, he gets his first gym badge. Then we spend forever just doing random off shit. And then we get to the Elite Four. He just gets 7 badges in 1 volume.
Do we even see him get them?
We see him get them. They're like the shortest fights ever. They're like the Yu-Gi-Oh! R of Pokemon.
You know, I never read the specifics. The only thing I know about it is how
Misty's Breast of All.
But that too, although have a scary ass haunter apparently.
That's also true. Scary ass hunter and censorship like a motherfucker. You read the English version.
Oh, I am aware about censorship. I know that about the evolving breath. I know about that.
Like, I'm gonna be honest here. The reason I don't buy modern Pokespeth is that I know it's gonna be censored, so I'll just read the scans online.
That's fair enough. That's fair.
It's like Nintendo. I don't care if it's like $100. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. This is what you gotta do. Release an online-only version of Pokespeth. That you buy a physical book, but it's only on the Pokemon store that you can get on the internet, and it's just the entirety of Red through Emerald chapters, completely uncensored, but leave the dialogue the way it was as it was released in the 90s.
Why only Red through Emerald?
Because like Diamond, Pearl, Platinum is good, Heart Gold to Silver Arc is good, but like Red through Emerald just had that greatness, you know?
Fair enough. Okay, I gotta ask, is there a 5 red leaf green arc?
Yes. And
That's good.
and yes, Deoxys does stab Aerodactyl through the wings.
I'm just brutal. Okay, I gotta ask, tell me this. Please tell me in the 5 red leaf green arc, does the yellow return?
Yes.
Thank God! Tell me the other thing right now. Of all the manga-only characters, Yellow is my favorite.
Yellow should have been in Let's Go Pikachu and even. I stand by that.
I agree.
That should have been a super boss in the post game. It's like after you beat all of the 151 trainers and Red, you can go to Viridian Forest and just Yellow will be standing there, and her entire team will just be level 100. I'd be down for that.
Hey, cool question. I know you keep talking about Dynamaxing, but what are your thoughts on this? On Gigantamaxing?
It's basically a Gigantamaxing with a little bit of extra steps, kind of like Mega Evo. It's okay.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah. I wish Yellow could become canon.
Like, Yellow is the only trainer, though, to actually hit people with a fishing rod.
Yeah.
I stand by that. I said that in the Legends Arceus video, which is completely gone now. It was just like a one-off discussion video. That I wish we could hit people with a fishing rod.
That would be something.
Like, I wish that would have been awesome. I think I also said it in the Let's Go Pikachu Eevee playthrough. Yeah, I think I did.
I wonder if there's gonna be a Let's Go arc in the manga.
There probably will be. The problem is they still need to catch up.
Aren't they doing it? Scarlet and Violet?
Yeah, they're working through it. But I want to point this out though. Is like, you gotta realize that when Scarlet and Violet, the game, came out, they were still going through the Sword and Shield manga. Scarlet and Violet manga starts after the DLC for Scarlet and Violet comes out.
Oh. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I was wondering whether we also get a Legend Arceus arc.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
That'd be very interesting.
Especially since there's a question, there's no question about it. The Legend Arceus is literally just Lucas and Dom being sent to the past. We know that already.
Yep. Anyways, gentlemen, that's the end of this episode. See you next time.